Okay, I think now I'm going to send
Careful where
everyone
you
back
flash
to
that
the
ship
Lucky
of yours.
38.
All right. Don't be long. Robots there give me the creeps.
She has gone reluctantly to the Lucky 38. Well, that's okay. She doesn't have to like it. She just has to go there. I'm sorry, Eddie. I'll be back. I would imagine this one. I don't know what will be considered his base. Well, it'll be a, okay. I was gonna say it might be a fun mystery to figure out where he goes. But I think it went exactly as I would have hoped. I don't think I need to do any more warm-ups. I'm warm. Okay, I don't think I've actually been here yet. No, have not discovered the location. But I've been to Nipton. Awesome, I'm glad that you got it working. Quick save seems like a good plan. Yes. Water. Do I like Star Wars? Can you see my shelf? I don't know if you can actually see it, but from about here up, it's almost all Star Wars. And that's barely a little bit of it. Oh, look, a pupper. Sorry, Doggo, you chose the wrong side. So we're going this way. Oof. I'm gonna go ahead and say I probably got poisoned. Yeah. So, anti-venom. Let's just do that. Alright. We got our head on straight now? I think we do. Good stuff. Yes, grape water. Grapes are healthy. I have also G Fuel to keep the momentum going. Okay. We have found our mysterious drive-in location. Because we have some people watching who have never done this one before, Let's jump to nighttime so you can see how nighttime looks, because it's more exciting. Ooh. Spooky. I mean, it's not that exciting, but it's cooler than daytime. So, it's never a terrible idea to do a save right before you start a DLC, just in case you get there and everything goes terribly and you regret your decision and you want to go back. Keep that save file so you can leave the DLC. It's always nice to have that backup. My favorite item that I have from Star Wars. That would be a tricky question. What have I got that's up here right now? I think probably one of my favorite things that I can show you without digging is this guy here. I don't really have the rest of Chewie's outfit, but it's a Nerf gun. I really like this guy. And, slippers on my shelf. I've got this guy, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear him. I don't know how clearly that came through, but I really like this guy. He's quite old, actually, compared to, like, he's definitely not new. And then, how many clips does this guy have? Just one on his head. I've got a lot of my homies in here because they can't go out on the shelf right now. These guys are all Lego. I like Lego, so they're good to have around. But I think this is one of my favorite things because he talks to me. I've also got a blaster over here on the shelf, a stormtrooper blaster, and then I've got Luke's laser blaster, which if you pull here also shoots bullets. I've got a, what do they call these? A Sphero R2-D2 so you can drive him. Obviously, I've got lightsabers. And then, if I can move it without him jumping apart, I like this guy. It's pretty cool. These are just the things that fit on this one particular shelf. I have 3 more very large tubs of Star Wars things. But these are some of the ones I really like. This guy, he stole my chair. Come on, buddy. That's a good boy. My good little sausage roll. You cannot have my chair right now. Okay. Looks like the video didn't come through quite as well. It's really skippy. So that's not cool. Not sure why it's doing that.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome. A huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions. First geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
Aw, thanks for the new follow. Yeah, you know what that means. Can you come up? Come here. Come here, I know you can. Come here. Come on. Yeah, good boy. Come here. That's a good boy. Such a handsome man. For anybody who might be new here, we'll do a quick introduction. This is my good boy Binks. He is a handsome chocolate puggo. He am a thick sausage roll, but he's muscly. Yeah, not a chubby boy. Okay, that's all. Good boy. Thank you. I mean, I don't know if there's such a thing as an unhealthy Star Wars obsession. I think there's, like, just enough. Here we are. So this is the sink. This is one of my favorite places in the game once you finish all the quests and get it all set up, it has everything. Ah, hello, look! You made it for pretty much exactly the beginning of the DLC. Look at you, you made it right in time for the action. Only missed the very beginning intro. Strange feeling of pacifism comes over me. That darn pacification field. Alright, here we go.
I heard the pacification field kick in. Alright, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dala, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to, the skinvelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dala. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? By the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities.
Just gonna take a quick moment to make sure everyone appreciates just how ridiculous these people are. They used to be humans. And they have gone so weird. So weird. Also, skinvelope. Remember that. It's a great word. Skinvelope is a good term.
Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises.
Fully erect.
If it tries to insert them, activate vivisectors. Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense! Lobotomites can't comprehend us!
Well,
Ace, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oroprocessoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak? Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick? Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled the skin envelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait, if what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us, then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to...
Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us.
It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine! Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? Aid, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us. We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Ladies and gentlemen, the brightest minds of the old world.
Yeah, Aid, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
The Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that.
Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Yeah, fuck them and their Cazador creating ways. Bastards.
That is my responsibility. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
This is actually one of my favorites. You get the option at the end of the DLC to take back some of your body parts. I like to keep this one because, as it says here, you cannot be poisoned. And that is effective against, like, all venoms. And it is so handy to be able to go out and, like, fight the Cazadors and the Rad Scorpions and never have to worry about being poisoned ever again. Hey, yeah, Sunday Funday. Thanks for joining.
Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
This is also a good one, but I find the poison one is, I think it's my favorite.
Spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
Yes, I get that vibe from you guys.
To be correct, you should say, the autodoc took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush. That is the sound of flushing.
By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
Solid instructions. Somehow, with science.
Yes, it is our only chance. A desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone. The plan is very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan. No.
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of, and eyes, mostly the hands. There's door handles and lockers and...
Enough! We need your help. Will you help us? Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
I feel like the blowing up happens more
8
often.
is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
Well put, Scuba Steve. Well put.
The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac-dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old-world gestures lightly.
Yeah, I feel that, Scuba Steve. We are, we're pretty much doing the same thing down here in Alberta. I am trying very hard to avoid leaving my house, but I really need to go get, like, some general basic survival groceries. I'm running out of soap. That's an important one.
What illogic is this? Keep your filthy, penis-tipped feet out of our labs and secrets!
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to see. Things that would astound and possibly terrify. Terrify!
Yeah, we don't come into your lab and decant your solutions.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. Shield your jellied eyes lest they burn from your skull.
And yet somehow she makes it sound dirty when she says, jellied eyes and burn from your skull. Aw, new subscribe. That's awesome, thank you.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering robotical frames.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
It's possible that you subscribed and then... No, I don't think it's been a month, so your month shouldn't be up. I don't remember how long it's been since I hit affiliate. I don't feel like it's been a whole month. I don't know. But either way, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I think, at some point after I reach a certain number of subs, I collect these points when I get subs, and then I use the points to add new emotes. So I need to look into how many I need and how to do that, but I'm hoping to add some new emotes for you guys soon. I was working on some, I might post them on Twitter later. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, there's a link on my about bio thing. But I was working on just some little fun emotes that are based on like a plugin, like a socket, you know? Because I always look at them and I feel like they look like a face. So I turned them into faces. I gave one like a mustache and a bow tie, and one of them is looks all crazy and it's got like needles sticking out of it, and it's like chems. I've been working on a couple different ideas, so I might post them later and you guys can help me decide what you think of my new emote that I've been working on. There'll be one for each tier, I would imagine, when I unlock a new one, so I don't know how long it'll be until those are up, but sometime you guys should be getting some new emotes. So hopefully that'll be exciting for you guys.
The radar fence that surrounds the big mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously, by your deadened perceptions.
While we're on the topic, quickly, of subscriptions, if anybody was interested in the subscriptions and they were looking at the emotes, I just wanted to put it out there. The tier 2 and 3 subscriptions come with that little emote that says treat time. That is a special emote I created so that anybody with the tier 2 and 3 subscriptions can use that emote. And I'm only gonna let people use it once an hour because I don't want to like over spam Binks on treats. But every user that has it can use that emote to gift a treat to Binks on any day of the week when it is not Give Binks a Treat for a follow day. So, if anyone is interested in subscribing and they were wondering about that emote, that's what's up with that.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore.
And neither can my feelings. I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module.
Thank you, Thunda, for popping that into the chat as well. I do have some really cool Fallout stuff, actually, and I'll be putting some more things up tonight onto my Redbubble. I've been working on a few new things. If any of you guys follow me on Twitter, I shared one of them yesterday. It's gonna be going up at least as a mask and a sticker and some smaller things. I'm not sure if it's gonna look right on a t-shirt, but we're gonna work on that. And yeah, there is a link also to my Redbubble in my bio if you're watching on desktop. So you can always go back to that later if you want to check that out sometime when you're not in the chat. Yeah, I would really appreciate that. I have, my most popular thing in my Redbubble shop, actually, since I opened, has been this Sunset Sarsaparilla design that I did. And, I replaced, like, the center portion, where it usually has the barrel and, like, the logo thing. And I've made it say, Wasteland Hunter Fuel, and it's got some rifles, instead of the regular logo. And it's been pretty popular. I actually have a sticker of it somewhere, but I don't know where. And I got my shirt in from Redbubble the other day. I ordered the Sunset Sarsaparilla shirt, which is also on my Twitter, if you want to go look at that. I love it. I haven't actually ordered any of the tank tops from Redbubble until now, but it was really soft and comfy. If anyone is thinking of ordering them, they have nice feeling clothes. They all feel really soft, and they're not stiff. Like, I hate t-shirts that are like you touch it and you're like, no, I don't want to feel that on my skin all day. Their clothes all feel really nice, so I appreciate that.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when a lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the Soundwave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun, getting it warmed up.
Just super creepy.
Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco Termlink code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
Yeah, I have a couple of those. I have one around here somewhere, actually. I ordered a couple of that one for myself, and I have a few more that are coming in the mail. And I just recently added a Mentats one that I really like, so now I need to order more. But for anybody who wants to see one up close style, it's probably not as easy to see, but this is what the masks look like, sort of, you know, size-wise and everything. This is the regular sized mask. They also have small sizes and children's sizes. So that's pretty cool. Like if you have a really small face right here and the big masks don't fit you, they have a special size for you. If you want to like match with your kids, you can be matchy. And actually the masks also are nice and soft, which I like. They're not uncomfortable to wear on the face. They feel nice. So that's pretty cool.
Yes, I believe Watts Electronics tended to make the battery shelf life on the low end.
They certainly did. Batteries for my vivisectors would always come up short right before climax.
I think
Oh,
Watts
Donna.
manufactured holodiscs. Or was it holotapes? Never can keep those two straight. Anyway, we're out of small energy cells. Dala. You have some...
Dirty.
Why do we... Actually, never mind. I don't even want to know. And no, I don't want to handle your batteries. Just pass them on to the lobotomite yourself.
I don't want to handle your batteries. Oh, and Scuba Steve, if you like those prices, did you notice that if you buy a few of them, the price goes down? Like stickers, masks, I'm not sure if it's everything, but a lot of the things, if you buy like 2 or more of them, usually it's like if you buy 3 or more, you pretty much get one for free, because you save money. I can't remember the word, like it's tiered. So if you're looking to order, like stock up on a few masks or something, you can actually save a lot of money by ordering a few at the same time, so that's pretty cool. Their shipping times are pretty good. They print in Canada as far as I know. I'm in Canada, so that's why I chose Redbubble. I used to be on Threadless, but they had some really cool stuff that I liked better on Redbubble. Yeah, well, glad that I could help you out and enhance your knowledge for you there. I always try to wait until I have at least 3 in mind that I like, and then I order them. But hopefully you can find some stuff on there that you like, and I don't know if there's a spending limit, but when you buy stuff, you get like a code that you can send to a friend, and they get, I think it's $10 that they can spend on stickers or something like that. And then if they spend their $10 on stickers, you get a free $10 to spend on your next order or something like that. I'm still figuring out how that one works, but yeah, there's some cool stuff going on with Redbubble. So if any of you check out my store sometime, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dala. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised the things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Observations. Sorry, not sorry. The more you know. You guys remember that? it always spends or scans like straight from that to Reading Rainbow in my head. Like as soon as The More You Know plays through my mind, it immediately starts singing me the Reading Rainbow song. That's where I'm at. I don't know about you guys.
Yes. Maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of the stupid labs. Or inside one of the stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
Haha, good. We have more Reading Rainbow fans in the crowd. This is good. I like it. Good on you guys. Wasn't childhood nice? Before bills and quarantine. Can we do that again?
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do. Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
H says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program Butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there. With my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic, combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free, has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
I heard the happy sound. I think that means we got a new follower. Yes, that's right. It's time to wake up, sir. Yeah. He's got it in his head now. Every time he hears me say, ooh, we got a new follower, he jumps up like, yeah, give me a treat. Well, we don't do this every day of the week, but he's grown to understand that after he gets one, for the rest of that day, it means he gets a treat. And he's right there ready for it. Come over here, buddy. I don't want to run you over with my wheels. Good boy. So, I was born in 1995. I don't remember a lot of it. But it certainly seems like it would be interesting to go back and, you know, not be 0 years old in 1995. If I could go back to any year, I don't even know where I would go. That's a really interesting question. So I grew up in Moose Jaw in Saskatchewan, and the whole Al Capone thing and the tunnel runners were really big in Moose Jaw. So I don't know. I used to read these books called Tunnels of Time, where this little girl goes into a tunnel and gets like transported back to when Al Capone was like in full swing. I think that would be a really cool place to go. Like, I don't know if I'd want to stay there. I kind of like modern medicine and super adequate plumbing and, you know, all that modern shit. But yeah, like if I could go somewhere and not be stuck there, I think that's where I would go. I would go back and see my hometown when Al Capone was running the streets. See, that whole go back and change one thing thing is so interesting. It's an interesting question. Because then there's that whole butterfly effect question to consider. I don't know. I think we just got another new follower. Binksy! Oh, what a spoiled boy you are today. Here you go. Handsome fella. Such a pretty boy. Do you want to come up and say hello? Come here. We haven't done this in a little while. Uh-oh. You can't stand in my shirt. That's not comfortable. This is the cute boy who's receiving your treats. This is Binks, my chocolate puggo. He's a good boy. He really likes to sit in the chair. He would stay here for the whole stream if I'd let him, but it's really hard to play with him sitting up here. Yeah. He has so many cuddles to give. Mwah. I know. I know. I know. Yeah, you have so much love. But you gotta go back down now, okay? Good introduction. Now I have little bits of Binks stuck to my chin. It's a Binksy beard. So for anybody who's new here, now you've met Binks. And thank you all for being here. Wow, we have 16 people watching right now. That's awesome. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody who's watching right now.
I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick this thing's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
To answer your question, Rhubarb, this is my second full playthrough. I am doing a full playthrough. This will be my second full playthrough of the stream on PC. I'm not sure how many hours I have in so far since I started on PC. Honestly, I'm not sure how to check that. But I'm gonna say in total, because I switched from, like, I used to play on PS3, and I've been playing for years. And I've committed, like, long months of most of my days being committed to Fallout in the past. So I'm gonna say I'm somewhere in the high hundreds, early thousands hours total into this game. But so far into the stream, I'd say maybe 150 hours? That might be a high estimation. But yeah, that's approximately where I'm at on that. And we will definitely be doing a full playthrough. See, I've never played Fortnite, and I don't intend to. It is not on the list of things that I think I will be playing. I've seen a lot of like memes and stuff about the cheaters on Warzone. That's another thing that I haven't actually played. Iron Harvest. I'm sure that's probably been brought up. I have about 2 hours into Fallout 4. I haven't done 3, but it's on my list of things that I'll probably play eventually. I was thinking at some point I might do like a month or so where I just go through and test out all the Fallout games. I'm still skeptical about Fallout 76. I haven't tried it yet. I might try it sometime just so that at least I can judge it from a perspective of having played it. Because I feel like I judge it pretty harshly, even though I've never actually played it myself. But I've been following and watching a few people that do play it, and it actually does look like it could be fun. So I might give it a try sometime. But yeah, I think I've put more of my life into Fallout New Vegas than I have any other game. Yesterday, I was telling people about how when I started playing Dead Island, I played it through straight beginning to end in about 36 hours. But I've only played it once since then. So I sometimes get really into games and I commit myself to them really hard. Fallout just happens to be one that I've committed myself to in a forever sort of fashion.
Again, your logic is unassailable in its simplistic need. Oh?
Fine. It's not going to help. That ship will probably refuse them anyway, as stuck up as it is.
So I've never played Fortnite, so I can't really weigh in on that one. I don't think it's for me. Not necessarily because it's not the kind of game I might enjoy, but largely because, like, every fucking, like, every casual gamer and their 4-year-old is playing Fortnite right now, and that's not what I'm looking for. But at the same time, I've been watching Felicia Day play Fall Guys, and it actually looks like a lot of fun. I don't know if I would stream it, but I might play it. If you guys wanted to watch, I might stream it a little bit. But, it looks like my camera is really choppy and having a lot of issues, so I'm gonna try and finish this conversation, because that causes issues when I'm in these conversations for a long time with the, characters in the game. So once I get out of here, hopefully that'll all sort itself out.
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
Okay, cool. It's also possible that it's just my phone that looks like the camera is lagging, but I've discovered that my batteries are completely dead, like all the way dead, which is not good. So I'm going to take a super fast break before we jump into the rest of this. I'm going to do a save, and then I'm going to try and run a short commercial while I run and change my batteries and take a quick break. And I will be back ASAP. So I'm gonna do, let's do a 2-minute ad break, and that should be enough time to do everything I need to do, and then I'll be back. I really appreciate you guys watching these ads. It adds up slowly, but it all goes towards me hopefully eventually being able to upgrade my laptop, and it also goes toward taking care of my little chocolate sausage roll down here. So, I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching these and being here for the stream. I love you guys. I'll be back soon. Okay. I am back. Binks has been making a habit of stealing my chair, now that he knows he can get up in it all by himself. He steals it every time I leave the room. I come back and there's a Binks in my chair. He figures it's his chair now. But that's okay. You can have it when I'm not here. He seems to like it. Sits in the chair and he thinks he's king up there. Okay, so we're heading out of here now. The real adventure begins.